she demanded. "Sign the house over to me, or I'll destroy your reputation." Thinking she had leverage, I said, "Go ahead." Then I live-streamed her threat and published her criminal record she thought was sealed. Her blackmail attempt became evidence in my restraining order. Welcome to Seductive Dreams. It would be so much appreciated if you would subscribe to my channel and like the video. Now, without further ado, let's go. I, 41 male, was having coffee in my kitchen when my ex-girlfriend Roxanne, 38, showed up uninvited. We'd broken up 6 months ago after I caught her stealing from my business account. She'd taken $8,000 before I noticed. Didn't press charges because I'm an idiot who thought she'd just disappear. She sat down across from me, smiled that fake smile I used to think was charming, and slid a folder across the table. "What's this?" "Your future, Garrett, or lack of one." Inside were screenshots, photos from 3 years ago at my cousin's bachelor party. Nothing illegal, just me drunk, shirtless, doing karaoke to Baby Got Back while wearing a foam cowboy hat. Embarrassing? Sure. Life-destroying? Hardly. Okay. And her smile widened. "Your company's going public next month, right? Imagine these all over LinkedIn. Sent to every investor, every board member. CEO gone wild would trend so fast, I almost laughed. Rox, it's me singing karaoke badly. Not exactly scandal material, there's more." She pulled out her phone, showed me a video. It was me from the same party, drunk, saying some choice words about my business partner Craig's then girlfriend, now wife. Nothing terrible, just calling her controlling and saying Craig could do better. Stupid drunk talk. I'd apologized for years ago. Craig knows about this. We worked through it. Does his wife? Does she know you called her a gold-digging harpy? Okay, that could cause drama, but still. What do you want, Roxanne? She leaned back, savoring the moment. The house. Sign it over to me or I destroy your reputation right before the IPO. Your choice. The house. My house. The one I bought 5 years before I even met her. Worth about 450Ks in this market. You want me to give you my house because you have embarrassing photos? Not give. You're going to sell it to me for $1 legal transfer today. And if I don't, then by tonight, every investor will see their potential CEO as an unstable party boy who talks trash about his partners. The IPO tanks. You lose millions. Your reputation is shot. All for a house you can easily replace. I sat back, sipped my coffee. She thought she had me. The thing is, Roxanne always underestimated one thing about me. I document everything. You know what? Go ahead. Her face flickered. What? Release it all. Do your worst. I'm serious, Garrett. I'll destroy you. No, you'll try and fail, but please proceed. She stood up, furious. You think I'm bluffing? You have until 5 p.m. to sign the papers or I start sending everything. Cool. Oh, by the way, I held up my phone. Smile for the camera. What? I've been live streaming this entire conversation to my lawyer's cloud storage. Legal in this state. One-party consent. You just committed textbook extortion on camera. Thanks for the evidence. Her face went white, then red, then purple. You can't. I can and did. Now get out of my house, the one that'll still be mine at 5:01 p.m. She stormed out, slamming the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. I immediately called my lawyer, then my business partner, Craig. Time to get ahead of this. Update 1. It's been 24 hours since Roxanne's threat, and holy hell, she went nuclear. First, let me clarify something from the comments. Yes, the $8,000 theft was documented. I have bank records, screenshots, even her confession via text where she called it borrowing without asking. I didn't press charges because I wanted her gone and thought it was worth $8K to never deal with her again. Stupid tax, I know. So, 5 p.m. came and went. No house transfer, obviously. By 5:47 p.m., the photos were on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn with captions like, "This is your future CEO, alcoholic party animal who can't control himself. Garrett talks trash about his business partners when drunk. Investor beware. Would you trust this man with your money?" The karaoke video got 47 views before I had it taken down for copyright violation. Thanks, Sir Mix-a-Lot's record label. But here's where Roxanne messed up. She tagged my company, Craig, and several board members. Made it super public and traceable. Craig called me laughing. Bro, did she really think a video of you calling Monica controlling 3 years ago would end us? Monica's watching it right now. She says, "You were right. She was controlling back then." We laugh about it now. My board. They were less amused, but more concerned about the extortion attempt. Legal immediately issued cease and desists. Then Roxanne escalated. She created a fake LinkedIn profile as a former employee and posted a long rant about how I was an abusive boss who stole ideas and took credit for others' work. Problem? I could prove she'd never worked for my company. LinkedIn nuked the profile in 6 hours. Next, she called my mortgage company claiming to be my wife trying to get information about my house. They recorded the call as they do and flagged it as potential fraud, but the peak stupidity, she filed a police report claiming I'd stolen from her. Said I'd taken $10,000 from her during our relationship. The detective called me. "Mr. Thompson, someone filed a theft complaint against you. Can you come in?" "Absolutely," bringing my lawyer and documentation. At the station, I showed them bank records showing she took $8,000 from me. Text messages where she admits to taking it. The live-streamed extortion attempt. Her social media posts clearly showing harassment. The fraudulent LinkedIn profile metadata. The detective's face was priceless. So, she stole from you, tried to extort you, and then reported you for theft. Yep, that's bold. They didn't just dismiss her complaint. They charged her with filing a false report. But Roxanne wasn't done. Oh no. She went to my gym and told the manager I was dangerous and she feared for her safety, so they should ban me. The manager called me immediately because we've been friends for 5 years. Garrett, your ex is here saying you're stalking her. I'm literally in my office right now. Check my key fob entry. Haven't been to the gym in 3 days. He pulled the logs, showed her I hadn't been there. She tried to argue that I was psychologically stalking her. He asked her to leave. She refused. They called the cops. Same detective from earlier showed up. Ma'am, you again. You filed a false report this morning and now you're making false stalking claims. She tried to run, actually ran from the gym in heels, made it about 12 feet before tripping on the curb. Update 2. Okay, so after the gym incident, I did some digging. Legal public records digging. Turns out our dear Roxanne has a past she thought was buried. 3 arrests from her 20s. Shoplifting. Dismissed after community service, check fraud, pled down to misdemeanor, assault. Charges dropped when witness didn't show. She'd gotten them sealed. But here's the thing. Sealed doesn't mean erased. It means they don't show up on basic background checks. But arrest records, those are public information in most states. The court documents, public. The police blotters from 10 years ago, archived online by local newspapers. I didn't even have to try hard. 15 minutes on Google and I had everything. I made a simple website, the truth about Roxanne Mitchell. Not defamation if it's true, right? Every claim backed up with links to official sources. No editorializing, just facts. Arrested on date for check fraud. Case number, source, courthouse link. Charged with assault on date. Victim, her then roommate. Source, please, bladder, archive. Added a section about the current extortion attempt with the video clip where she literally demands my house. Then I sent the link to her employer. See, Roxanne works in financial services. As a compliance officer, the person who makes sure everyone else follows the law. Her boss called me within an hour. Mr. Thompson, we need to verify this information you've sent. Every link goes to official sources. Feel free to verify. She handles sensitive financial data. I'm aware. And she tried to extort you. Video evidence is on the site. We'll be conducting an internal investigation. Roxanne found out about the website that afternoon. The texts came in like a tsunami. Take it down now. This is illegal. You're ruining my life. I'll sue you for everything. Please. I'm sorry, just take it down. I'll leave you alone forever if you delete it. I'm calling my lawyer. My lawyer says you have to take it down. Please. I didn't respond, just screenshotted everything from my restraining order application. Then she made her biggest mistake yet. She showed up at my house at 2 a.m., drunk with a baseball bat, started screaming about destroying my car if I didn't take down the website. My security cameras caught everything. The neighbors called the cops. She was swinging at my car when they arrived, arrested for attempted destruction of property, violation of the emergency restraining order. I'd gotten that afternoon. Public intoxication, terroristic threats. Yes, that's a real charge. The arrest was beautiful. She tried to tell the cops I was the real criminal, that I was harassing her with lies online. Cop, ma'am, you're drunk. Holding a weapon at his house at 2 a.m., threatening property damage, whatever website issue you have is a civil matter. This is criminal. Update 3. The restraining order hearing was yesterday. I thought Roxanne might not show considering she was facing criminal charges. Nope. She showed up with her mom on Eunice, her sister Tiffany, and some bargain basement lawyer who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. I had the extortion video. 247 threatening texts. Security footage of the baseball bat incident. Bank records of the theft. The false police report she filed. Witness statements from neighbors, gym security footage of her lying about stalking. She had the karaoke photos, a print out of my website, her emotional distress. Her lawyer tried to argue I was the aggressor. My client is the victim of a sustained harassment campaign. Mr. Thompson created a website specifically to destroy her reputation. My lawyer, your client attempted to extort a $450,000 property using revenge porn laws that don't even apply to fully clothed karaoke photos. When that failed, she escalated to harassment, false reports, and property destruction. The website contains only public records and her own words. Judge Miss Mitchell, did you demand Mr. Thompson's house in exchange for not releasing photos? He's twisting everything. I just wanted what I deserved after our relationship. That's a yes. Did you show up at his house with a baseball bat? I was emotional. Also a yes. Then Eunice stood up. Your Honor, my daughter is a good person. He drove her to this. He's a manipulative narcissist who, ma'am, sit down or leave. This is a kangaroo court. You're all in on it together. Belief, remove her. As Eunice was escorted out screaming about corruption. Tiffany tried to secretly record on her phone. Court officer caught her, confiscated the phone. That's contempt of court. Tiffany started crying. The judge had seen enough. Miss Mitchell, your behavior constitutes criminal extortion, harassment, and stalking. The restraining order is granted for the maximum 5 years. You are not to contact Mr. Thompson directly or indirectly, come within 500 feet of his home or workplace, or make any posts about him on social media. Roxanne, but what about my job? His website is destroying my career. Your criminal behavior destroyed your career. Court actions are public record. Mr. Thompson has every right to share factual information. Perhaps you should have considered consequences before attempting extortion. Her lawyer tried one last thing. Your Honor, we'd like to file a counter-restraining order. On what grounds? That website. Denied. Anything else? The best part? Local court reporter was there. The story ran that evening. Local woman arrested for extortion after demanding ex's house for embarrassing photos. The website now ranks first when you Google her name. Final update. It's been 3 months since the restraining order. Here's where everyone ended up. Fired from her compliance officer job. Extortion and fraud aren't great for financial services. Plead guilty to reduced charges. Harassment and false reporting. Got 18 months probation, 200 hours community service. Has to pay me $8,000 restitution for the theft. Finally moved back with her mom. Applied to 30-plus jobs, all rejected after background checks. Started selling MLM weight loss shakes on Facebook, barely making $200 a month. Posted once about surviving narcissistic abuse. Got roasted in comments by people who knew the real story. Her dating profiles keep getting reported and taken down when people recognize her from the news article. The criminal record website I made still up. Still the first result updated with her recent convictions. All factual, all public record. My lawyer made sure it's bulletproof legally. Her enabler's Uneunice mom was banned from the courthouse for 6 months for her outburst. Tried to sue me for defaming her daughter. Case dismissed immediately. Posts daily about the corrupt legal system to her 47 Facebook friends. Tiffany's sister got 50 hours community service for contempt of court. Unfollowed Roxanne on everything after having to pick up trash on highways. The plot twist. Last month got a call from a detective in another state. Roxanne had tried the exact same extortion scheme with another ex 5 years ago. He'd paid her $20,000 to go away. Now, seeing my case public, he wanted to press charges. She's facing federal extortion charges since it crossed state lines. Her new public defender is trying to plea it down, but she's looking at actual prison time. The best revenge. Remember my company's IPO went off without a hitch? The scandal of me doing bad karaoke 3 years ago. Board laughed about it. One investor said it made me more relatable. Stock price up 40% since launch. Used some of the proceeds to buy the house next to Roxanne's mom's place. Not to live in, as a rental. The tenants are a lovely young couple with 3 kids and a drum set. They practice in the garage. Is that petty? Absolutely. Do I care? Not even slightly. Me now, house still mine, obviously. Relationship with business partner stronger than ever. Monica thinks the whole story is hilarious. Dating a forensic accountant I met during the legal proceedings. She loves that I document everything, considering writing a book. How to Survive Extortion, a guide to documentation. Still have the baseball bat she brought? Mounted it in my office labeled Exhibit A Lessons Learned. 1. Always document everything. 2. Never pay extortion. 3. Public records are your friend. 4. Security cameras are worth every penny. 5. When someone threatens to destroy your reputation, let them. They'll destroy their own instead. To everyone asking if I feel bad about the website, she tried to steal my house through extortion. She filed false police reports. She showed up with a weapon. The website only contains truth. Actions meet consequences. Last week, I got a letter from her through her lawyer asking me to take down the website as an act of mercy. I framed it.